have currently been traveling Asia for the last 3 months, and in today's video I want to tell you what I have learned from traveling to the other side of the world alone by myself. I have learned a lot from this experience and I want to share it with you guys, and maybe traveling might be something that you want to do and it might be beneficial, because I believe that traveling can help you level up as a person massively. The first point on traveling to Bali was that change is important. Now, we get so caught up in our lives, we follow the same routines, we do the same things for 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years. And many people do not change their life. It simply brings us too much comfort. And this is why change is important, because change is uncomfortable. If we do not change, we cannot grow. For me, I was at home, I was following the same routine. I was in the job that I'd been in for 5 years. I was eating the same meals, going to the gym at the same time, which is very important. But at some point, this became too comfortable for me. And what I wanted to do was to get extremely out of my comfort zone to force me to change. And this is why I decided to move across the world. What you have to understand is, in life, you have to change. You can't stay the same person. If you do not evolve as a person, you are not going to get the results in life that you want. You might need to make big changes in your life to get to the next level. And this is what happened to me. I got to a certain level that I couldn't get past, and coming traveling has helped me to get over that barrier that I needed to climb. Now, this brings me on to the second point, is that you need to come out of your comfort zone. This is so important. Now, there are different experiences that have taken me out of my comfort zone being in Bali. Moving across the world, you are forced to do everything yourself. You're eating, finding new places that you don't know. You're forced to adapt into almost a survival state, because you know nothing and you know no one, and you have to step out of your comfort zone. So the first thing for me was moving country was very uncomfortable, because I'm not used to that. I've never done it before. I've never left home in that sense for that long. This made me have to do things to get out of my comfort zone. And this had to put lots of responsibility on me. So for me, leaving my comfort zone was finding ways to talk to random strangers, just randomly walking up to people to talk to them and start a conversation. That is not something I would usually do in England. When you are alone, it forces you to meet new people, to do new things, and this was me stepping out of my comfort zone. Now, there are many other things that you get from traveling, which is switching your routine up, switching the foods you eat, and all of this is bringing you out of your comfort zone. Meeting new people, going to new places, this is all bringing you out of your comfort zone. And leaving your comfort zone is so important to progress in life, because if we stay comfortable, we're never going to improve. We only improve when we are resilient to life, and that means doing hard things and getting better as a human. No one ever follows the same routine and is comfortable and gets better as a human. And this brings me on to the third one. Traveling, I have met some of the best people I've ever met. Friends, girls I've met, anything. I've met so many good people, I've met so many friends, I've met so many people from traveling. And this is what I would say, is that we all think we're confined to our home state and we have to have the same friends we've had for years, or we have to hang around our family all the time. And coming out here made me realize that you can meet someone across the whole world and you can get on with them like you have never met before. And I've met so many people out here, more people than I thought, and I've met people that I hopefully will speak to for a long period of time, or even the rest of my life. It's so important. If you are struggling to meet new people, if you're not really feeling the friends you're hanging around with, if you're just not feeling good about your friendship groups, I would say you need to go traveling and find like-minded people. Because at home, I found that there wasn't many people that are like me, especially at my age. And I had to come to a place where there are people like me. And I'm in Bali now, and my gym I go to, which is called Obsidian, there are people everywhere like me that are on the same mission. They're business owners, entrepreneurs, they're trying to get better every day. They're not going out drinking, partying. But I didn't think that existed in my hometown, because I didn't see many people like me. But moving away, it made me realize that there are actually a lot of people similar to you, and you just need to find them. The fourth point is experiencing new places and new cultures. We all get used to spending time in our own culture and we don't really think about other people's cultures. Being in Bali, the culture is so different, from religion to the ceremonies they do to the way people act. They're very happy when they have nothing, and this shows you how different our cultures are, and it's amazing to experience cultures like this. Recently we done a meditation, a day of silence, which you're not allowed to leave your house, everything gets turned off, everything is closed down. And this was one of the best experiences of my life, and it shows how different cultures are. Now, if you think about England, people never turn their phones off, they never turn the TV off, and this is the difference in cultures, and it's amazing and it's really beautiful to experience it. And there is so much more to the world than your hometown, and this is what I would say is so important with traveling. There's so much more to life, there's so many more people you can meet, there's so many more things you can do that you are not doing. So if you are thinking about going traveling, then really you should do it, because there's so much to experience and you'll just be mind blown at the things you will see when you're traveling. Now, the other thing I have noticed, and this is very important to preface, is that happiness comes and goes. Happiness is never something that stays linear. And I see a lot of people in life are trying to chase happiness, but happiness is not something that you can have all the time. You cannot have sad without happy. You cannot have happy without sad. And you cannot have light without dark. The reason you experience light is because you experience darkness. And what I thought is that if you move to a tropical place where there's beaches, there's sun, you're going to be a lot more happier. And I found that actually that's not the case. That life is what it is. You're going to have struggles when you go traveling. You're going to have struggles when you're at your hometown. Now, I would say that life here is a lot better, but it's not giving me constant happiness for sure. This is already something I knew, but I wanted to put this in the video to preface this, that if you think that moving country is going to solve all your problems, it's really not. You're going to have the same problems in the country, it's just going to be a different location. But coming here for me made me experience that. Now, I'm not saying that I haven't been happy here, but I'd also say that of course I've been sad at times, and that's normal. And don't think that going traveling and moving country is going to solve your problems, because it's not. Happiness is not something that is constant. You're always going to have up and downs, and that is life. So this experience with traveling has probably been the best one of my life. And the last point I would say, I have improved so much as a person in ways that I can't even preface. I have grown so much as a person, I have developed so much as a person, I've learned so much as a person, and this is what has made this journey so worth it. I am double the man I was before I left, and this is what I wanted to get out of traveling. I didn't come to traveling to have some amazing time, meet all these people. This was just something that happened naturally, but I can honestly say I am one of the best versions of myself, and I'm a much better man for it. My knowledge, my skills, everything has improved, my relationships has improved, everything has improved in a positive way. I cannot say there are any negatives to coming traveling. Of course, you're going to miss people, but that's just life. And yes, I will be returning home soon in maybe a week or so, which is quite scary, but I feel like my journey has come to an end. I have got out of traveling what I wanted to get out of traveling. I would say that if you are coming traveling, you should have a point that you want to get out of it, whether that's meeting new people, whether that's networking, whether that's developing as a person, and you focus on that point and you return home once you have found these points. I would like to move to a different country, of course, for the long term, but that for now I need to return home and continue the same mission that I did. But sometimes you just need to get out of your hometown and get your mind straight and develop to the next stage of your life. So I hope this has helped you. If you are thinking about traveling, I hope this helps, and I will catch you in the next one.